Have you ever stumbled into a corner of the internet that's so weird, so completely out there, it feels like a fever dream? Well, welcome to Banalotopia. It's this German sketch comedy show where logic is pretty much optional and chaos is, well, it's king. So today, we're going to try and peel back the layers on its beautiful madness.
Okay, so for this deep dive, we're going to zero in on one episode in particular, Banalotopia 36. This one follows our characters on a mission that is so bizarre, it pretty much defines the entire show. So what is this grand quest all about?
So picture this. It all kicks off with this huge kind of out-of-the-blue decision. The creators of this really niche, super surrealist show decide they've had enough. They're done with their small, dedicated audience. They want to be big. They want mass appeal. They want to go mainstream. And this, right here, is where the whole comedic premise just kicks into high gear. See, the characters take the phrase going mainstream a little too literally, and their interpretation of it is hilariously, wonderfully, completely wrong. Okay, so let's just get on the same page for a sec. This is what we all think of as mainstream, right? It's the dominant trends, the conventional ideas, the stuff everybody's into. Got it? Good. Because Banalotopia's take on it is, well, it's something else entirely. And here is their logic in all its glory. You see, in German, the word for mainstream is Hauptstrom. If you translate that literally, it means mainstream or main current. So their perfectly rational conclusion, to become mainstream, they need to find an actual mainstream. You know, like the Danube River. Of course. And what does that lead to? Well, exactly this. One of the characters literally just gets on his bicycle and starts riding along the Danube River, completely convinced that he is pedaling his way to fame and fortune. I mean, the gap between what he wants and what he's doing, it's just perfect comedy.
And you know, as if this whole quest wasn't already bonkers enough, their journey gets interrupted all the time by commercial breaks. But these are not your normal ads, oh no. They're these surreal parodies of consumer culture that make their whole mission to be normal even more ironic. First up, we've got this ad for a game called Chicken Cap, where you apparently transport chickens through colorful dimensions. But the real punchline is its desperate plea to play before the hype is over again. It's just this perfect little jab at how throwaway mobile games can be. Then you get this gem, Hühnerquell water. The ad literally calls it the damn expensive water from nature. It's not just water, oh no, it's a personal recovery booster. I mean, it's a brilliant takedown of how marketing tries to turn the most basic stuff into some kind of luxury lifestyle brand.
And the absurdity does not stop there. We get an ad for the University of Banalotopia. A prospective student asks if he can major in dinosaur teeth, but also wants to lay concrete slabs. The university just calmly confirms that yes, laying concrete slabs is a valid specialization within their dental paleontology program. It's just the perfect parody of those hyper-niche academic degrees.
All right, next on the chopping block is hype culture itself with an unboxing of a Labubu piano. It's sold in blind boxes, so you're just stuck with whatever you get. The whole segment ends with the host and guest agreeing that Labubu is a terrible name, before just deciding, you know what, all toy names are crap anyway. But it's not just the ads, you guys. The world of Banalotopia has this whole deep, completely nonsensical backstory. And if you thought the commercials were weird, this is where the show just dives headfirst into conspiracy theories that are about as far from mainstream as you can get.
Check this out. They've got this recurring segment on the chess matches of the secret world government. And the genius part is, it's all presented with this super serious, straight face like it's a real ESPN broadcast covering an event of massive global importance.
And this is where it just gets incredible. It's all in the details. The match is between Borussia Illuminati and the Freemasons 04. It's being held on a secret moon base in the Yugoslavian sector back in 1975. The Illuminati open with the North Irish 3-foot variant, and how do the Freemasons respond? By declaring war on Finland. It just keeps piling on these layers of glorious, absolute nonsense.
But just when you think it can't get any weirder, they show you the actual chessboard. And the pieces aren't kings and queens and knights. They're the show's own bizarre, custom-made characters. Yeah. This secret world government is playing a high-stakes game of chess using little figurines of chickens, shoes, and men in bunny ears.
So after all that madness, we finally cut back to our guy on the bike who has apparently cycled all the way from Paso to Vienna. And it's only then that he has this big epiphany. Someone finally, mercifully, explains to him that mainstream refers to cultural taste, not a literal river. The whole journey was for nothing.
So, what do you do when you realize your entire quest was based on a massive, embarrassing misunderstanding? Well, if you're in Banalotopia, you pivot. Hard. You decide to create the most mainstream thing you can possibly imagine, a loud, formulaic, trend-chasing pop anthem.
And the lyrics? Oh man, they are just a masterclass in generic, self-congratulatory hype. We're going mainstream now. We're setting trends. Our content is awesome. It's a complete 180 from their usual weird, subtle style. And that is exactly the point.
And that's the beautiful, perfect irony of it all, isn't it? In their desperate attempts to make something truly mainstream, they ended up creating a perfect parody of the mainstream. The song is so empty, so calculated, that it becomes this brilliant piece of satire. In trying to abandon who they were, they ended up creating the most banalotopian thing possible.
Which kind of leaves us with a fascinating question, right? By making fun of conventional entertainment, does a surreal show like Banalotopia actually end up creating something more interesting, more memorable than the very mainstream it's mocking? Definitely something to think about.